南非位于非洲大陆最南端，拥有丰富的旅游资源和绚丽多彩的文化。南非是非洲重要经济体，同中国有着同志加兄弟的特殊友谊。就让我们走进南非大使馆，采访南非驻华大使谢胜文先生。Your Excellency, Mr. Ambassador, so with China and South Africa relations, January 1st, 2023 marks the 25th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between China and South Africa. Over the past 25 years, China and South Africa has been deepening the relationship. And do you have any memorable stories to share with us regarding the bilateral cooperation?
First, it's been a great honor for me to serve as ambassador during the time we're celebrating our 25th anniversary. And we are very grateful to the contribution made by China. We started this relationship in 1998 and it grew to a just partnership, to a strategic partnership, and now it is a comprehensive strategic partnership. Also, the cordial relations, particularly between our leaders, they communicate quite frequently, not only on bilateral issues, but also on global issues. And now they strengthen the economic relations, they strengthen the people-to-people cooperation, and we hope that the Chinese companies and South African companies will continue to strengthen and invest in China, and Chinese companies invest in South Africa. More Chinese companies and corporations are having a keen interest now to cooperate with us.
This year marks the 10th anniversary of the Belt and Road Initiative, and South Africa is the first African country to join the BRI. In your opinion, what opportunities has the BRI brought to both countries, and how has it changed Africa?
The BRI is a very important project, and it has contributed enormous in terms of China-Africa relationships. When we signed this memorandum of understanding with China, the focus was just beyond the infrastructure. And in South Africa, we started with these pilot projects of let's pilot with small harbors. It's very important because harbors are not just for recreation, but for trade. Also, recently, President Cyril Ramaphosa announced the plans to expand the port of Durban. That's a massive infrastructure development in the next 10 years. And we hope that Chinese companies will continue to invest and have a keen interest in this project. Our national road agency is called SANDRA, South African National Road Agency, has awarded some of the large projects for road construction, some of them to prominent Chinese companies recently. We are also looking at our water infrastructure. Many Chinese companies are investing heavily in our digital infrastructure. They've established regional data centers for Africa in South Africa. We've got more than 180 significant or prominent Chinese companies who are now present in South Africa and doing business. So the Belt and Road Initiative is a win-win situation for us, and we're very grateful that our leaders signed this MOU and make sure that we cooperate under this important framework of the Belt and Road Initiative.
China and South Africa have close economic and trade exchanges. Do you have any suggestions and expectations for Chinese enterprises investing in South Africa?
We have got envoys who assist us as ambassadors to go around the world, telling companies what are the areas of investment where they can invest, because it's got many opportunities in the renewable energy. Chinese companies are doing well because they've got good technologies and affordable technologies. So we're scaling up the renewables. We've got a a large mineral resource, traditional mineral, diamonds, gold, and iron, and so on. But we also we are endowed with minerals which are needed for the future. And we're inviting Chinese companies to come and invest with us. We have the largest deposit of platinum in the world. It's not only good for jewelry, but it's also very important for new energy. We're starting the plans for co-investment with private sector on the green hydrogen. Now in that green hydrogen, not only for South African market, but also for exports. Our manufacturing sector, particularly auto sector, is doing very well. Chinese companies who have invested in our auto sector, we offer good incentives, they are doing very well. Our economy is very diversified, the largest sector being the financial sector. A lot of our financial companies are investing here in China. Also, a lot of big financial companies from China investing in South Africa. As an example, your ICBC it's got a big investment in Standard Bank. And our insurance companies are also present now in China. We have now what is called Africa Continental Free Trade Area. And we're inviting Chinese companies to come and take this huge opportunity.
China has resumed travel for its citizens to 13 countries, with South Africa being one of the pilot countries. So in your opinion, what feasible policies and measures can be taken to further strengthen cultural exchanges between China and South Africa?
China is the #1 priority in terms of tourism. Chinese tend to travel in large groups. They tend to integrate very well with our communities. It becomes then a win-win situation. Tourism, it may be a small sector of our economy, just about contributes 4.5% of our GDP, but is contributing much more in terms of employment creation, particularly for the low-income groups. So where each visit you make, you contribute significantly in job creation in South Africa. We are really excited that the government of the People's Republic of China has selected South Africa as one of the first 20 countries for group outbound tourists. We are prepared for this, and we are waiting to welcome more and more Chinese tourists. There's a plan of government which we are rolling out and implementing to make sure that our tourists remain safe in South Africa. Chinese tourists are welcome in South Africa.
What are your expectations and prospects for cooperation between China and South Africa? And in what fields do you believe there is still room for further cooperation and huge potential for development between China and South Africa?
We need greater cooperation, and there are huge opportunities here. We are looking to deepening the digital, the green economy. It's one of the areas where there's a huge potential for cooperation. We have really advanced in terms of e-commerce. We can cooperate so that we grow together. Of course, the energy sector, now priority #1 for South Africa. So those are the areas, endless opportunities. We can do better also even in the financial sector, particularly the new products. We've seen some of the technologies in some of your banking sectors. They are welcome to participate in our economies. All sectors present these opportunities, but we prioritize some of these because of the focus of government.